G'day mates, Jake here. Welcome to my channel Should I Go? Today I'm taking you on a deep, personal dive well off the beaten path most tourists take when visiting Paris. The City of Light. This romantic destination has an endless supply of postcard-worthy landmarks. Paris is a city on most people's bucket list, and for good reason. Who wouldn't want to see the Eiffel Tower in person or stroll down the Champs-Élysées at night? But today, we're leaving the crowds behind and uncovering a hidden Paris that most tourists will never see. Welcome to Paris Top 10 Secrets Only Locals Know. My good friends who live in Paris compiled this list for me, even though I have been to this magnificent jewel of a city many times. So together we will learn about these little-known parts of Paris, okay? I can't wait. Let's get started with number 10. Our list starts with one of Paris's most charming hidden gems, tucked away on a peaceful canal in the 10th arrondissement. Le Comptoir Général is more than just a cafe or bar. It's a cultural haven for Parisians seeking a break from the hustle and bustle. As you step inside, you're immediately transported to a different world. The space feels like an old Parisian mansion that time forgot, with antique furniture, vintage artwork, and an assortment of curious items that seem to tell their own stories. The decor alone sets the tone for a relaxed, creative atmosphere, and it's the kind of place you could lose yourself in for hours. But it's not just the vibe that draws locals here. It's the food, the drinks, and the sense of community. The cafe serves up a menu that blends French favorites with international flair, and if you're into craft cocktails, you're in for a treat. Whether you're enjoying a casual glass of wine by the canal or savoring one of their signature cocktails, the drinks are as intriguing as the surroundings. And let's not forget the best part, the canal views. During the warmer months, the outdoor terrace becomes a local hotspot where people gather to enjoy the serene waters and the laid-back atmosphere. You won't find many tourists here, and that's exactly what makes it special. This is the kind of Parisian spot that you'd only discover if you're lucky enough to stumble upon it or hear about it from a local friend. It's the perfect escape for those seeking an authentic, off-the-beaten-path experience. Number 9 brings us to a place that's both a historical treasure and a culinary paradise. Marché des Enfants Rouges, the oldest covered market in Paris, hidden right in the heart of the Marais district. Though it's been around since 1628, this market is far from being just a historical site. It's a local favorite, and for good reason. While tourists often flock to the more famous attractions nearby, the locals know that this market is the true soul of the neighborhood. With its bustling energy, irresistible aromas, and rich history, it's a place where you can dive deep into the flavors of Paris, without the tourist crowds. Wander through the market, and you'll find an impressive variety of food stands that take you on a culinary journey around the globe. There's Moroccan tagine, Italian pasta, fresh sushi, and so much more. What makes this market even more special is its combination of fresh produce, artisanal goods, and international street food, all served up with the unmistakable Parisian charm. Locals love to grab a bite to eat here after a stroll through the Marais, and many even stop by regularly to pick up their weekly produce from one of the market's many vendors. Whether you're after fresh pastries from the bakery or a prepared meal to enjoy under the sun, Marché des Enfants Rouges is the perfect place to experience Paris's culinary diversity. It's a true hidden gem, often overshadowed by the tourist-heavy markets like those near Notre Dame. But once you've been here, you'll understand why it's such a beloved spot for Parisians. At number 8, we uncover one of Paris's most serene and underrated parks, Parc des Buttes-Chaumont. Nestled in the 19th arrondissement, this lush, green paradise is the perfect escape from the crowds and chaos of the city. It's a place where Parisians come to unwind, take a leisurely walk, or simply enjoy a quiet afternoon in nature. Unlike the more well-known parks like the Luxembourg Gardens or the Tuileries, Buttes-Chaumont is often overlooked by tourists, making it one of the best-kept secrets in Paris. The park's landscape is like something out of a fairy tale. With rolling hills, winding pathways, a picturesque lake, and dramatic cliffs, it's easy to forget that you're still in the middle of Paris. At the top of the highest hill, you'll find a stunning temple offering panoramic views of the city. But it's not just the views that make this park special. It's the peaceful atmosphere that fills the air. Locals love to come here for everything from casual walks to weekend picnics by the water. The park is also home to several beautiful hidden corners, including a waterfall and a suspension bridge, making it a photographer's dream. Whether you're looking to relax on a park bench with a book or take a leisurely stroll around the lake, Parc des Buttes-Chaumont provides a level of tranquility that's hard to find in the heart of such a vibrant city. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle and experience Paris from a different perspective, away from the usual tourist traps. Number 7 might raise a few eyebrows, but trust me, it's worth the visit. Welcome to Le Musée de la Chasse et de la Nature, the Museum of Hunting and Nature. Tucked away in the Marais, this is a museum that most tourists have never heard of, yet it's one of the most fascinating and unexpected cultural experiences Paris has to offer. It may sound unusual at first, a museum dedicated to hunting and nature, but it's a captivating journey through the relationship between humans, animals, and the natural world. As you step inside, you're immediately struck by the eclectic mix of exhibits. From detailed taxidermy displays of animals, each one meticulously crafted to capture the essence of the species, to centuries-old hunting tools and even contemporary art installations, this museum offers a truly unique perspective on how humans have interacted with nature throughout history. The juxtaposition of old and new is striking. Ancient weapons like medieval crossbows sit alongside modern art that explores humanity's complex relationship with the natural world. But beyond the art and exhibits, what makes this museum so special is its atmosphere. It's the kind of place where you can get lost in the stories that each exhibit tells. Many of the pieces come from the private collections of noble families, giving the museum a sense of personal history. And while the idea of a museum dedicated to hunting might seem like a niche interest, the way it's presented here makes it universally intriguing. It's a museum that's as much about art as it is about history and nature, offering a look at a side of Paris that's hidden in plain sight. Locals adore it for its uniqueness, and once you step inside, it's easy to see why. At number 6, we're stepping into one of Paris's finest hidden food havens, La Maison Plisson. This chic gourmet grocery store is a true local favorite, and it's a must-visit if you're looking to bring home a taste of Paris that's anything but touristy. Nestled in the heart of the Marais, La Maison Plisson is a gastronomic treasure trove that brings together the best of French artisanal products, offering an elevated experience for those who appreciate the finer flavors of Paris. Walking into La Maison Plisson is like stepping into a food lover's dream. The shelves are bursting with a stunning array of delicacies, from freshly baked baguettes to the most exquisite cheeses you can imagine. Whether you're after a perfect wheel of camembert, a bottle of rare French wine, or handmade pâtés and charcuterie, you'll find it here. Locals flock to this store not only for its incredible selection, but also for the top quality produce and fresh ingredients that can elevate any meal. It's the kind of place where you can tell that everything is carefully sourced from small, local producers, making it feel like an authentic piece of Parisian culinary culture. And while it's perfect for those wanting to take home a unique souvenir, it's also a fantastic spot to pick up some essentials for a picnic in one of the nearby parks. Imagine grabbing a bottle of champagne and a selection of cheeses, then heading to the beautiful Place des Vosges for an afternoon with friends or family. La Maison Plisson isn't just a grocery store. It's a celebration of the French art of eating and drinking, and it's a place where locals come to stock up on everything from the basics to the most luxurious treats. It's the kind of experience that lets you take a piece of Paris with you, in a way that's far more meaningful than the usual souvenir. Before we dive into the rest of the list, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm bringing you the hidden side of Paris. This is great, I'm learning so much about the hidden gems of Parisian life. Are you? Leave a comment below. Okay, let's move on to the rest of the list. At number 5, we visit a place that's practically synonymous with Parisian culture, Le Café de Flore. Located in the heart of the Saint-Germain-des-Prés neighborhood, this legendary cafe has been an iconic fixture of Parisian life for generations. It's famous for its historical significance as a meeting place for artists, philosophers and writers like Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir. Today, it remains one of the city's most popular spots for tourists seeking to soak in the quintessential Parisian cafe experience. But, as with most great Parisian institutions, locals know a different, more personal side to Le Café de Flore. If you're a local, the secret to fully appreciating this spot is timing. While tourists tend to flock here throughout the day, the real magic happens early in the morning, before the crowds roll in. This is when the cafe feels like a true Parisian retreat, untouched by the frenzy of tourism. Parisians arrive for their morning ritual, a buttery croissant paired with a café crème. The air is calm, the streets are still waking up, and you can simply sit and watch Paris slowly come to life. There's a sense of peace at this hour that you won't find during the peak hours when the cafe is bustling with tourists. The best part? You get to experience the cafe's timeless charm without the overwhelming crowds. You'll see locals chatting with friends, reading newspapers, or savoring their coffee in peace. The beautiful Art Deco interior, the green and white striped awning, and the Parisian ambience all combine to create a perfect moment, one where you truly feel like you're part of the city's history. So, if you want to experience Le Café de Flore like a Parisian, make sure to arrive early and embrace the calm before the city wakes up. At number 4, we've got one of Paris's most serene and overlooked treasures, La Promenade Plantée, also known as the Coulee Verte. This elevated garden pathway, built on an old railway line, is one of the city's best-kept secrets. Stretching for nearly 5 kilometers, it offers a peaceful escape from the hustle and bustle of Paris's busy streets. While tourists flock to the more famous gardens like the Tuileries or the Luxembourg Gardens, locals know that the Promenade Plantée is where you'll find tranquility in the heart of the city. The beauty of this park lies in its quiet, almost hidden charm. As you stroll along, the city feels distant, replaced by the lush greenery and colorful flowers that line the path. You'll find yourself walking above street level, with stunning views of the city's architecture and surrounding neighborhoods. It's not just a simple park, it's an elevated oasis that feels like an intimate connection between nature and urban life. Along the way, you pass through a series of small gardens, quiet corners, and tree-lined paths, with little pockets of beauty at every turn. But the most magical part of the Promenade Plantée is how it offers a unique perspective of Paris. It's a quiet space where locals come to jog, walk their dogs, or simply take a moment to breathe amidst the greenery. Whether you're looking for a peaceful spot to reflect, or a beautiful route to explore Paris away from the crowds, this elevated park is a true hidden gem. Parisians swear by it as one of the most serene and scenic spots in the city, and once you experience it, you'll see why it's so beloved. It's a peaceful walk, a beautiful park, and a side of Paris that many tourists never get to see. Coming in at number 3, we have a hidden tribute to love that's as unique as it is heartwarming, Le Mur de Je t'aime, or the Wall of Love. Nestled in the romantic and artistic Montmartre district, this vibrant blue wall is a true Parisian secret, beloved by locals yet often overlooked by tourists. While Montmartre is filled with iconic landmarks like the Sacré-Cœur and Place du Théâtre, this simple yet profound piece of art is one that embodies the heart and soul of Paris in an entirely different way. The Wall of Love is no ordinary piece of street art. It's an installation that's dedicated entirely to the expression of love. Over 250 different languages are used to spell out the phrase "I love you" across the wall, making it not only a symbol of affection, but also a celebration of cultural diversity and connection. The wall was created by artists Frédéric Baron and Claire Quito, who meticulously collected expressions of love from around the world, making it an extraordinary testament to how universal love truly is. As you stand before it, you can't help but be moved by the depth and beauty of the message it conveys. While tourists often pass through Montmartre to visit its more well-known sites, the Wall of Love offers a quieter, more intimate experience. It's the perfect spot for couples to share a kiss or take a moment to reflect on the many ways love can be expressed. You'll often find locals here, taking their time to admire the art and pose for pictures. It's also a great place to bring a loved one, whether you're celebrating an anniversary or just enjoying a peaceful afternoon together. The wall's deep blue background and the simple, elegant design make it a stunning piece of art that perfectly complements the charm of Montmartre. For Parisians, it's more than just a tourist attraction. It's a local treasure, a symbol of connection, and a place where love is celebrated in all its forms. If you're looking for a quieter, more unique experience in Paris, Le Mur de Je t'aime is an absolute must-see. At number 2, we visit one of the most beloved spots in Paris for locals, the Jardin du Luxembourg. Known for its manicured gardens, grand fountains and statues, the Luxembourg Gardens are a must-see for any visitor to Paris. However, there's a secret to experiencing this iconic park like a true Parisian, and it's all about timing and perspective. While tourists often crowd the gardens during the day, the locals know that the best time to enjoy this Parisian gem is in the late afternoon, when the sun begins to dip and the gardens become a peaceful retreat away from the usual hustle and bustle. And now for the number 1 secret. But wait, before I reveal it, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, mates. Okay, on to the top of the list of secrets only the locals know in Paris. And here it is, our number 1 local secret, Le Canal Saint-Martin. While most tourists gravitate toward the famous banks of the Seine, Parisians know that the true heart of the city beats along this serene waterway. Located in the trendy 10th and 11th arrondissements, Canal Saint-Martin is a place that perfectly encapsulates the soul of Paris, offering a calm, almost bohemian atmosphere that is a world apart from the more tourist-heavy spots. This is where locals come to unwind, socialize, and simply enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Unlike the crowded tourist hotspots near the Seine, the Canal Saint-Martin exudes an unhurried, relaxed charm. The tree-lined banks provide the perfect backdrop for a sunny afternoon or a quiet evening stroll. Whether you're walking along the water, sitting on one of the many benches, or just leaning against the old iron bridges, there's a distinct feeling here that Paris is still a place for discovery, for connection, and for real everyday moments. Locals gather here in groups or alone to enjoy their free time, sharing drinks with friends, reading books, or simply chatting with strangers. It's a space where the city slows down, and you can feel like a true part of Parisian life. The beauty of Canal Saint-Martin lies not just in its setting, but in its vibrant, laid-back culture. Many Parisians bring a bottle of wine, find a spot on the canal's edge, and just settle in to relax. It's an ongoing tradition to spend a few hours watching the world go by. The atmosphere here is so uniquely Parisian. It's about taking life at your own pace, enjoying the company of friends, or just savoring the moment in solitude. The canal has an unmistakable vibe, a feeling that you're a part of something authentic and intimate. It's the Paris that feels like home. There are countless charming cafes, small bakeries, and trendy boutiques scattered along the canal, offering everything from fresh pastries to artisanal coffee. You'll find locals popping in and out, adding to the vibrant neighborhood feel of the area. As the day turns to evening, Canal Saint-Martin transforms into one of the most atmospheric spots in Paris. The sunlight fades, and the soft glow from the street lamps reflects off the water, creating an almost magical ambience. It's here, at this quieter stretch of water, where you can escape the frenetic energy of the city and experience a side of Paris that is often missed. The sound of the water lapping gently against the banks, the occasional passing boat, and the hum of conversation from nearby cafes all contribute to a truly idyllic Parisian experience. For Parisians, this canal is more than just a place to walk. It's where memories are made, whether it's a casual afternoon hanging out with friends, a romantic date by the water, or a solitary moment of reflection. The pace of life here invites you to slow down and savor the time you have. There are few places in Paris that feel so genuine, so welcoming, and so distinctly local. If you want to experience the authentic Paris, away from the crowds, Le Canal Saint-Martin is the place to be. Grab a bottle of wine, find your spot by the water, and let the Parisian magic unfold around you. So, should you go to Paris? I personally adore the city, but as with all big cities these days, it is an acquired taste. Having said that, the City of Light is magical and memorable, and if you follow this video guide filled with unique hidden places to discover outside the usual tourist spots, you will find a Paris all your own. So for me, I would say yes, pack your bags for Paris and experience the hidden gems on this list for yourself. But what do you think? Leave a comment and let me know. I love hearing from you all. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow travelers. Until next time, this is Jake asking, should I go? Cheers.